Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike, being directed by JJ Abrams as we speak right now. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about the final film of this trilogy that will be bringing a huge return of characters such as Luke Skywalker, Lando Calrissian, Leia, and even the sequel trilogy characters such as Poe, Finn, Rey, and even Kylo, with 3 new characters also entering into the mix, portrayed by Richard E. Grant, Naomi Ackie, and Kerry Russell. So looking at everything that has been happening with all the different filming locations that we have been learning about, such as Pinewood, Cardington, Italy, Sicily, Jordan, the Scottish Highlands, the list goes on for Episode 9 as to spots and locations that they will be using for principal photography. And these past couple of weeks or so, we've been also going over the various forms of concept art descriptions, etc., one of which has all to do with Anakin Skywalker and Kylo Ren. Now, one of which has Kylo Ren standing in what appears to be a new throne room for himself. In front of him is a window, a wide window looking out to space. In the window is a reflection of what seems to be a hybrid Force ghost of Anakin's face, half of which is Vader, half of which is Anakin. So we do know that this was an original idea by JJ Abrams in Star Wars The Force Awakens that ultimately did not make the final cut of the movie. It was only done in concept, and it really seems like a lot of concepts from The Force Awakens could very well be making their way into Episode 9. Now, as far as this moment that could very well come into fruition for Episode 9 between both grandson and grandfather, that would be truly epic. Now, with Kylo Ren looking out that window of whatever ship this is in what is quite possibly a brand new throne room for himself, very much like what Supreme Leader Snoke and Palpatine had for themselves as rulers of the Empire and the First Order. Now that he is Supreme Leader Ren and quite possibly has his very own throne room, it seems as though that there is a concept for Episode 9 of Kylo Ren having a moment to himself, looking out this window and envisioning, of course, his own grandfather before the scars and before the injuries as a whole, and becoming Darth Vader, where he does get to see Anakin's face and Vader's face at the same exact time. Now, could this be a Force ghost? Could this very well be a vision of the Force ghost? There are multiple possibilities for sure. Now, if you guys had to ask me, since both Anakin, Luke, and Vader are the faces of Star Wars, at least in my opinion, those 3 characters are the true faces of the Star Wars franchise. You gotta do something with them in Episode 9. Now, sure, this is all done in concept right now. We'll have to wait and see if this actually makes it to the final cut of the movie, where Kylo is able to have a moment looking out the window to blank space, where a hybrid Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader appears in front of him. And this could very well be the moment in which Kylo sees the true face of his grandfather before his injuries on one side and after the injuries on the other side. To me, I think that this would honestly be a great lesson for Kylo. Could you imagine something around the lines of where maybe the Force ghost of Luke appears in front of Kylo Ren and shows him the truth of Anakin's past and exactly what happened on Mustafar? If they could do something like that that really connects the prequels, that would be truly stunning. We do know that JJ plans on putting tons of prequel trilogy continuity in this movie, so I think that that's one big reason to be hyped up for this movie, is to expect a lot of callbacks to Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, or maybe even Episode 2, because we have been hearing that they are aiming at filming over in Italy, which could very well point to a return of the planet of Naboo. But looking at Anakin Skywalker, guys, let me know what you think about his possible return in Episode 9. We do know that there is always a major cameo in the Disney Star Wars movies. Like I say, The Force Awakens is Luke, The Last Jedi is Yoda, Rogue One is Vader, and Solo: A Star Wars Story is, of course, Darth Maul. With Episode 9 now, alright, it looks like it's going to either be Anakin or Obi-Wan, or quite possibly even both. But overall, guys, I'm very excited to see exactly what JJ Abrams will be bringing to us, the fans, come December of 2019. I'm just crossing my fingers that he ends it in a satisfying way that'll actually make a lot of Star Wars fans around the world very, very happy. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.